multi-engine aircraft. The B-25 Mitchell, named after that of U.S. aviation pioneer Major General Billy Mitchell, was an aircraft that served faithfully during the European theater of operations.
Well, it's not back yet. I think I lost my phone too.
Oh, did you? We've been here since the beginning. Nothing's been here.
I haven't seen anybody sit down or come around.
Okay, to strike targets in Japan, that being the first Allied attack on the Japanese enemy mainland as their response to Pearl Harbor.
We're gonna have a couple more explosions.
25 repositions for another hot pass from our left. Down below, as part of our battlefield reenactment now, the ground troops continued their advance from the left, the Americans to the right, the German forces. And you will see, as the B-25 flies overhead, the Germans were well dug in as they progressed through the Allies working slowly
What's this? See you guys. See you, Caleb. See you. Coop. It is, yeah.
Coming down the line in front of us, the M2 half-track, you can see those tracks on the back of the vehicle. It was during the European theater in which American and Allied troops engaged over a great deal of various terrain.
Oh, that one. Okay. All right. Thank you for. You had to delay that one.
And it's also being accompanied today by the very famous Deuce and a Half truck. German weapons at its time were trained on every approach in which that of Allied and American troops would advance, and Allied forces were often stalled under heavy enemy fire. The push forward was dangerous, and the progress sometimes was measured.
Oh, they're down there shooting stuff now.
But the Allies had an advantage increasingly turned
Looks pretty realistic.
control of the skies with aircraft including the B-25 Mitchell and momentarily the P-51 Mustang.
That must be the main area. Yeah, there's a lot of people down there. Oh my God.
As the B-25 continues its racetrack pattern, supporting the Allied forces on the ground high above it, an aircraft considered to be one of the airplanes that helped end World War II, the North American P-51 Mustang. This being a rare C model Mustang, painted in the colors and paying tribute to that of the Tuskegee Airmen, the Red Tails. The P-51 Mustang, the Cadillac of the sky, referred to by many, was an aircraft that bolstered the U.S. Army Air Corps' capabilities, not only off the ground, but in the air as an escort fighter, escorting our B-17 Flying Fortresses, our B-24 Mitchells, and our B-24 Liberators deep into Hitler's German heartland. It was finally an aircraft, after its introduction in 1944, that helped reduce casualty rates for those bomber crews because it finally had the range and the firepower to support once they crossed beyond that beyond the finish line. Ultimately, the P-51 reduced those casualty rates by over 75%, earning it the nickname of Little Friend. Outfitted with its
Didn't do one that time.
And the V12 engine, the Mustang had that speed and range to escort those bombers from England all the way to Berlin, and the firepower to strike enemy targets on the ground. Just as you
They're not blocking anybody's view here.
Moments from now, as the ground battle ensues and continues in front of us, they have made the call for additional air power support, as aided by the P-51 Mustang. The B-25.
Yeah, I think it's about. They're about to wrap it up here in a minute. Wow.
Make it another bombing run.
Sounds like they're shooting guns and cannons or whatever.
Supporting the Allied efforts on the ground, working its way into the battlefield area of operations, is the M5A1 Stuart tank.
This is nice. Where'd you get this?
Bombing rifles.
This, what you are witnessing today, a very small snippet of some of the sights, sounds, and even the smells of war during that time in the 1940s in Europe. Often B-25 bombing crews would launch with a great fleet of aircraft, upwards up to 15, 20, or maybe 30 of these aircraft at altitude to strike one target.
They need to be in top.
B-51 Mustangs, being flown by U.S. Army Air Corps units in Europe, including that of the Tuskegee Airmen, would be called in to support the escort of those bombers, and often on their trips home from those escort missions would be called upon for air-to-ground operations. On board the P-51 Mustang, it was outfitted with 6 50-caliber Browning machine guns, which made it not only great for air-to-air engagements, but also air-to-ground. As now the P-51 has cleared it hot to the left.
There we go. There we go. Oh, it's a helicopter. This one comes a big guy.
P-51 going by at low angle, straight fast. You can imagine being a German soldier receiving into that attack. Sound like revolution overhead, followed by the rattle of 50 calibers tearing through the line. Few things broke an offensive position faster than that of air power. Airstrikes like the ones that you are seeing simulated today for Allied infantry opened the door to move forward. German machine guns at strong points neutralized from the air. The ground forces could press their advantage as you see them doing before you now.
Maybe
We're getting ready
ready to do the big wall of fire, I think. That's gonna be really loud, just FYI. Really loud.
They gotta have a prototype. They really have one. The old guy with the side, the other guy
I'm not doing wall of fire.
The P-51 Mustang, considered by many to be as American as apple pie and baseball, and after its design in 1944, truly gave the Allies a great advantage in turning the tide of battle. Originally, as a request from the British Royal Air Force, the RAF, they were looking for aircraft early in World War II after the Battle of Britain in 1947. Their super failed skyfire. They approached the United States to support them with Curtis P. warheads. At the time, Chief Designer of North American Air Defense came over and said, "No, I will build you a new aircraft in just 117 days." From pen on paper to a flying prototype, the first P-51 Mustang took to the sky, and it very much turned the tide of battle. Designed Packard-built V12 Merlin engine, liquid-cooled. It featured a two-stage supercharger and produced over 1,600 horsepower. I want to pull the music back. Let's just take a look and listen as the Mustang sets up another low-level straight pass.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
1,500 missions, and their P-51 Mustangs play a key role to their success, achieving a high bomber protection rate and a low loss rate. They were accredited with destroying over 150 enemy aircraft, including ground attacks on enemy airfields and trains, showcasing the versatility and firepower of this most capable pursuit fighter.